Part of Splatoon 3's uniqueness in the shooter space is its movement. It was a revolutionary idea when Splatoon 1 first came out for the Wii U. Like many shooters, you could run around using your weapon to pick off the opponent. But with Splatoon, you used your weapon for much more. You used it to pick off your opponents, but you also used it to maintain map control and enable you to enter into your own ink so you can swim around, making you more mobile than simply running, and it enabled you to engage in unique movement during the game. Splatoon 1 introduced this concept, and Splatoon 2 continued to refine it. In this game, we got introduced to charge holes for chargers, and dualies had dodge rules, which were something completely unique. It also introduced speed types where some weapons were slower and some weapons were faster. But with Splatoon 3, we finally got some movement mechanics that weren't just exclusive to a certain weapon class. In this game, we were introduced to Squid Roll and Squid Surge. Like many others, I was excited to see this change implemented since it would provide more unique opportunities for the player. But very soon, several players started to see one of these mechanics be used more and the other used less. What's up everyone, I'm Gus, a competitive Splatoon player. For this video, let's take a look at how underwhelming Squid Surge has been and what makes a good movement mechanic, especially in Splatoon. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think about Squid Surge. Before talking about Squid Surge, let's talk about Squid Roll because I think it's important to understand what makes a good movement mechanic in this case. Squid Roll is a technique where if you're swimming in one direction and if you tilt your L stick at a different direction, you squid roll. The action introduces a way to get to certain locations faster and smoother than simply just jumping. It also introduced the parry mechanic to Splatoon, where if someone tries to damage you, you can execute a perfect squid roll, blocking any damage. Obviously, there are some weapons that are able to get away with it and they'll still kill you, but it provides an incentive for people to use it and it rewards players for executing it. And that's what makes a good movement mechanic. You're rewarded for executing a technique at the right time. And time is very important in this game because every second counts. So when we look at Squid Surge, a technique that allows the player to climb walls faster and jump out high into the air, the reward, if executed perfectly, should be to give you access to areas faster than you normally would. But there's just not a lot of good Squid Surge areas that you normally wouldn't do by simply just swimming up. So let's take a look at some spots where Nintendo featured this technique for the first time to get a better idea of what makes a good Squid Surge spot. Take Scorch Gorge. This was the first map ever shown for Splatoon 3. There's this huge center and tall area in this map. So we could use Squid Surge to take us all the way to the top faster, pop up, and boom. This is a good Squid Surge spot, right Gus? In my opinion, not really. The same action can be completed by simply swimming and mashing B. You get the same result, if not faster. But wait, comment section, I know what you're saying. But Gus, if you don't do this, if you don't Squid Surge, you don't pop up. Simply swimming up doesn't do that for you. And yeah, you're right, popping up due to Squid Surge can be helpful in some occasion, but the key difference is how much you're rewarded for executing this action. And I think the best way I can show you is showing you a good example of what Squid Surge actually looks like compared to what we just saw. Going to Manta Maria. I think this is probably the best Squid Surge spot in all of Splatoon 3 because of two reasons: timing and positioning. Let's say you're playing Splat Zones on Manta Maria and you really want to make an aggressive play where you lock out the opponent. One of the best ways to do this is by getting to their top area where you can block a common path to get back into mid. Normally to get here, you have to drop into their pit area, go up their ramp, and you're at this position to establish a hold. It takes a bit of time to do that, but what if you want to get there faster? With Squid Surge, you actually can. If you use it perfectly, you can reach this ledge and you're already at your destination, saving you some seconds. Those seconds are valuable. If you've ever played Splatoon, especially in a competitive environment, you would know that timing is everything in this game. Someone could be respawning and you could avoid getting taken altogether when going up the ramp. So when we look at this example on Scourge and this example on Maria, do you see the difference? The reward isn't just getting you up the wall faster, it's about granting you different opportunities, creating new accessibility for you as a player. That's what it's supposed to do. It opens doors for you. Now, this would be really cool if we had at least one spot in every map to do this, right? But we can't. It's very rare. I reconned every map and asked on Twitter where you could use Squid Surge and it could be very helpful, and I could only find a handful. There was this spot on Manta Maria, this spot on Sturgeon Shipyard, this block on Museum, this spot on Mako Mart where you could get to this top block easily. And overall, Flounder Heights is probably the best overall map where you could use Squid Surge for a variety of reasons. Now, before you go into the comment section saying, but I use Squid Surge here on Mincemeat, I got on the tower and it got me an easy kill. Yeah, that's completely okay, and that's mode specific. I think when you're introducing a mechanic, you want to be able to provide an incentive across all modes and across all stages. My point is that Squid Roll provides us several incentives to use it. You can parry, you can dodge, you can get to any location faster, or into locations you wouldn't otherwise be able to. And you can do it anytime, honestly. But Squid Surge? It honestly feels situational. Now, if you're okay with that, that's fine, you're entitled to your opinion. But honestly, if you're going to introduce a new feature in this game, shouldn't you at least design your maps to encourage people to use this new unique mechanic? A lot of the reasons why we don't see these type of Squid Surge opportunities is because a lot of the walls are unpaintable. It's unfortunate, honestly. Now, I'm no map design guru, so I understand that simply making changes will not fix everything. Nintendo could introduce a Squid Surge spot and make it so busted where it can lead to the map feeling unplayable. But I think introducing spots like in Manta Maria, where there is a reward if executed well, but can be punished hard if caught, can be good for the game. In the same way that Squid Roll has changed the pace of the game, I hope Squid Surge can rise to the occasion.